Way, a relaxed and smiling pontiff riding in an open-top Pope-mobile. Stopping every now and then, he blessed babies in the crowd. The overjoyed faithful who'd come from all corners of the world. This is the first opportunity for people to see Pope Leo up close, the first US pontiff, and they're absolutely loving it. Then, after the excitement, a moment of reflection. Leo XIV praying at the tomb of the first ever Pope, St. Peter. Before making his way towards the altar, retracing the journey of pontiffs past. In front of princes, vice presidents, and the public, Leo then received the papal possessions. First, the pallium laid around his shoulders, then the fisherman's ring, placed on his finger by the Asian cardinal who many once thought would be standing in his place. The enormity of the moment hitting home as he perhaps pondered the weight of his new responsibility. A cardinal turned pope, a follower, now a leader of 1.4 billion Catholics worldwide.
Cari fratelli cardinali.
And what type of leader will he be? His inaugural mass gave hints, first of a seemingly humble pope.
Senza alcun merito.
I was chosen without any merit of my own, and now, with fear and trembling, I come to you as a brother who desires to be the servant of your faith and your joy.
A pontiff pledging to sow peace and unity.
Causate dall'odio.
In this our time, we still see too much discord, too many wounds caused by hatred, violence, prejudice, the fear of difference, and an economic system that exploits the earth's resources and marginalizes the poorest.
Pope Leo then prepared the Holy Communion. While the crowd shook hands, offering each other the sign of peace. A message Leo would return to at the end of the Mass.
We cannot forget our brothers and sisters who are suffering because of war. In Gaza, the surviving children, families and elderly are reduced to starvation. In Myanmar, new hostilities have cut short innocent young lives. Finally, war-torn Ukraine awaits negotiations for a just and lasting peace.
No doubt, peace was also a point he emphasized to the waiting VIPs. Among them, leaders close to conflict. The US Vice President J.D. Vance, the President of Israel, and Ukraine's President Zelensky, to whom the Pope offered to help with negotiations with Russia at a private meeting, giving fresh hope to Ukrainians waiting outside.
It's a very important history moment, and we are so proud that we can be here in this moment and pray for peace, yes.
As the crowd celebrated this historic day, the Pope was perhaps already contemplating the challenges ahead, the daunting task of trying to bring unity to an increasingly divided world. Siobhan Robbins, Sky News, Vatican City.
We're just hearing some breaking news now regarding former US President Joe Biden, and that is that he has been diagnosed with prostate cancer. There is a statement from his personal office which reads, "Last week, President Joe Biden was seen for a new finding of a prostate nodule after experiencing increasing urinary symptoms. On Friday, he was diagnosed with prostate cancer, characterised by a Gleason score of 9. That's a grade group 5 with metastasis to the bone. While this represents a more aggressive form of the disease, the cancer appears to be hormone sensitive, which allows for effective management. The president and his family are reviewing treatment options with his physician. So that the statement from Joe Biden's personal office regarding that diagnosis of prostate cancer. The Romanian people have been voting in a presidential runoff election between the Eurosceptic candidate, George Simion, and the pro-EU mayor of Bucharest, Nicușor Dan. Counting is underway in what looks to be a very tight race. Our Europe correspondent Adam Parsons is in Bucharest for us. And Adam, how's it looking now?
Well, welcome to the very heart of Bucharest. Earlier we were with you from the campaign headquarters of George Simion, the right-wing populist who many had thought could emerge as the winner from this. Then came that exit poll predicting victory for Nicușor Dan, the mayor of Bucharest, much more centrist figure. And now with 86% of the votes counted, the latest statistics we have are that Nicușor Dan is on course for victory, and a fairly convincing victory. At the moment, he has around 54% of the vote to 46% for George Simion. And this crowd has gathered in the heart of Bucharest, because up there on those balconies, Nicușor Dan and some of his team have emerged to wave to the crowd. He's still not yet over the finishing line, but the latest calculations are that he needs a few 100,000 more votes. And to be blunt, he's going to get them. If this was America, I suspect the networks would start to be calling this already for Nicușor Dan, the mayor of this city, and somebody who among this crowd is considered two things. One is a very able, pro-European politician, and this is a young crowd, and the people we've spoken to have reflected the fact that they want to stay close to Europe. And the second thing that Nicușor Dan is that he isn't George Simion. He isn't